And now it's time for Purple Conversations. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Purple Conversations. I hope your week is going amazing. I hope you are reminding yourself that you are fully seen, fully known, fully loved, blessed, and covered. This week, I was thinking about time. And there's this saying that says, time heals all wounds. But that's not absolutely true. Time keeps going. But if we're unintentional with our time, then our wounds keep growing with time. Then our wounds deepen with time. Then our perspective on our wounds shift. Then our perspective and how we operate and show up in the world and think about ourselves and think about others will change. But time doesn't heal wounds if you don't use the time to pursue healing. So it's very, very important to not just think by the passing of time that these things are going to just poof and disappear by themselves. That at the passing of time, you're going to get over your trauma if you're not intentional about it. That at the passing of time, the habits that you need to change are going to just change by themselves if you're not intentional about them. That with the passing of time, the friend circles that you need to change is just going to happen by itself if you don't put in the work. Time gives us the opportunity to do those things. Time gives us the opportunity to be intentional about our healing. Time gives us the opportunity to make changes. Time gives us the opportunity to shift. Time gives us the opportunity to self-reflect. Time gives us the opportunity to heal, to forgive, to love, to grow, to develop. So time is not just something that we should take lightly. None of us are owed tomorrow. None of us are promised or guaranteed that we will live to see tomorrow. So what are you using the time that you have, that you are allotted? What are you using the time that you still have? The fact that you woke up this morning. What are you using your time to do? What are you using your free will to do? Because we have every single thing that we do is a choice. Every single thing, every decision that we make, every road that we travel, every conversation that we have, every interaction that we have, every mental conversation that we have, all of it is a choice. And those choices lead to decisions, and those decisions lead to consequences. And consequence is not a bad word. Consequences are good or bad. It depends on what decision you make. And you're going to have to live with it, good or bad. So what are you using your time to do? What are you using the time that God has given you to do? Are you being intentional with your time, or are you just expecting that by osmosis things are going to change? Or are you just expecting that because you're still here that the wounds are going to automatically disappear if I don't talk about it, if I bury it deep enough, if I just pretend that everything is okay? You have to be intentional. There has to be intentional, practical ways of addressing things. When there is something that's broken, or when there is something that gets damaged, or when there is something that trauma, and all of us have trauma. All of us have some form of trauma that we need to be dealing with one way or another. We're all traumatized. We're traumatized getting here, and we stay traumatized till we leave here, because life comes with trauma. And we can either see it as this is here to destroy me, or this is here to equip me. This is here to build me. This is here to fortify me. And your perspective is what's going to help you determine how you experience the things that you go through and how you decide to then proceed. Because I've gone through too much. I've gone through it. But, and I don't say but because but eliminates and, God didn't give me more than I could bear. Sometimes I be thinking he think I'm too strong. I really do. But if he, and If he gives it to me, there is something that he needs to work out. If he allows it, because some decisions we make and we be calling some stuff on ourselves that we really didn't need to go through had we made a different choice. However, because he is such a patient father, he gives us, he's like, all right, you bumped your toe, you made a dumb decision. So now I'm going to work this for your good. I'm going to use the fact that you chose to do stupid stuff. I'm going to use the fact that people chose to do stupid stuff to you to make this work for you. But only if you give it to me. Only if you come to me and ask me, how do I deal with this? Only if you come to me, then if I can tell you what to do, then I can tell you this is how this is going to work out for your good. And sometimes I'm going to be quiet, but that doesn't mean I'm not working for you or on your behalf. Sometimes you're going to have to just get one instruction at a time, and you're going to have to trust me. Because if I gave you the whole picture and you knew the things that you were going to have to go through, you'd be like, you know what? Never mind. I ain't even want it no more. So he has to give us little bits, little pieces, because we can't fathom the grandeur. We can't. It says you don't even, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the mind of man. And he says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. So he has to give it to us in bite sizes, because we couldn't manage the whole picture. Because if we knew, if I knew the stuff that I would have had to go through to get to the promises that he gave me, I'd be like, you know what, it's all right. I know what I want to. You can't keep it. No, thank you. So he has to give it to us in pieces. He has to give us what we can bear in the moment. And sometimes it feels overwhelming. Sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes it's like, yo, why does everything have to be so hard? But he knows what he put in us. And he knows that if we lean on not our own understanding, but lean on him, trusting that if you went through it, if you came through it, you have told me that you won't leave or forsake me. You've told me that greater is in me than he that's in the world. Then at some point you gotta trust that. Or you're gonna keep circling the same drain. It's up to you. I circled the same drain for quite a while until I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just stop trying to do it my own way and do it his. Because this ain't working out for me too good, bro. No. And even in following his own ways, I'm just like, sometimes, God, big man thing, really? You can't just make it a little bit easier? Like, do I always have to go through I didn't sign up for the strongest soldier package, but that's where I keep ending up. But then when you get to the end of it, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. All right, cool. Big up you. And then you go through the next challenge and you're like, I don't want to do this no more. But then when you get to the end, you're like, all right, that makes sense now. So even when it don't make sense, I'm just like, all right, you know what? I have enough history here to know that with the time you've given me, you have purpose here. Help me, please, Jesus, see. Keep giving me the glimpses so I have what to hold on to. Because there are days where I'm like, I don't even know if this is even worth it no more. But then he always, every time I get to that point, he does that thing where he just gives me a little bit of nudge, where he just says, I call them God winks, where he just gives me a God wink and he's like, I still got you. I'm still working on stuff. We're still in this together. I have not left you. I'm still right here. I may be quiet right now because I'm already talking to the answer. I've already spoken to the end result. So the time that we get is so precious. The time that we have is so valuable. Use it wisely. Be intentional with the things, with the changes, with the process, with the purpose. Seek him. Ask him, what do you want me to do with this time? Because he'll tell you. Trust me, he will tell you. But ask. Time does not heal all wounds. Intentionality does. Be intentional. I love you. Have an amazing day.